Welcome friends, me Anila. The topic of my discussion is analyzing the unknown compound. But before this, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and press bell icon. Friends, in this video, I will tell you how to analyze an unknown compound. Example number 1. An unknown compound has weight of 200 gram containing 80 gram carbon, 13.34 gram hydrogen and 106.66 gram oxygen by mass. The moles of unknown compound are 3.333 moles. What is the compound? So there is an unknown compound whose sample weight is given 200 gram. Amount of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen by mass are given. Moles of unknown compounds are given. We have to detect the compound. Solution. First we will convert grams to moles. Moles of carbon is equal to mass of carbon 80 gram divided by atomic weight of carbon 12 gram per mole. The answer appears 6.66 moles. Now moles of hydrogen is equal to 13.34 gram divided by atomic weight of hydrogen, that is 1 gram per mole. The answer appears 13.34 moles. Moles of oxygen 106.66 gram, weight divided by atomic weight of oxygen, that is 16 gram per mole. The answer appears 6.66 moles. So we have converted grams into moles. Now, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. First we will write their moles. Moles of carbon is 6.66 moles. Moles of hydrogen 13.34 moles. Moles of oxygen 6.66 moles. We have to convert them into whole number. So we will divide by smallest quantity, and smallest quantity is 6.66. Divide by 6.66, we get 1 is to 2.00 is to 1. So these are whole number. 1 is to 2 is to 1. So 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. This is empirical formula or simpler formula of the unknown compound. Empirical formula weight we will calculate. 1 is the number of carbon atom, 12 is the atomic weight of carbon, 2 is the number of hydrogen atom into 1 is the atomic weight of hydrogen, plus 1 is the number of oxygen atom into 16 is the atomic weight of oxygen. So empirical formula weight is calculated out to be 30 gram per mole. Now we will calculate molecular weight of unknown compound. As I have discussed earlier, the amount of unknown compound is given 200 grams and the moles are given 3.333 moles. We will divide amount by moles. The answer appears 60 gram per mole is the molecular weight of unknown compound. Now the value of n value we will calculate by dividing molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight. 60 gram per mole divided by 30 gram per mole, n value appears 2. Molecular formula is equal to n into empirical formula. Molecular formula 2 into CH2O. We will multiply 1 carbon with 2, it becomes C2. 2 hydrogen with 2, it becomes H4. 1 oxygen with 2 multiply, there are 2 oxygen. So C2H4O2 is molecular formula of unknown compound. Now we know the molecular formula of unknown compound and the molecular weight of unknown compound. So the compound is acetic acid. because in acetic acid there are 2 carbon, 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. So in this way we have detected the compound. Example number 2. An unknown compound has a weight of 500 gram containing 204.5 gram carbon, 22.725 gram hydrogen and 272.725 gram oxygen by mass. The moles of unknown compound are 2.840 moles. What is the compound? So in example number 2, there is an unknown compound which weight is 500 gram. The amount of carbon by mass is given, amount of hydrogen by mass, amount of oxygen by mass. Moles of unknown compound are given. We have to detect the compound. Solution. First convert grams into moles. Moles of carbon is equal to amount of carbon divided by atomic weight of carbon 12 gram per mole. Answer appears 17.041 moles. Moles of hydrogen is 22.725 gram divided by 1 gram per mole, which is the atomic weight of hydrogen. Answer appears 22.725 moles. Moles of oxygen is equal to amount of oxygen divided by atomic weight of oxygen. 16 gram per mole. Answer appears 17.045 moles. So carbon is to hydrogen is to oxygen. First we will write their moles. Carbon mole 17.041 is to hydrogen mole 22.725 moles is to oxygen mole 17.045 moles. Now we will divide these quantities by smallest quantity to get the whole number. So the smallest quantity is 17.041. After dividing these quantities by 17.041, we get 1 is to 1.333 is to 1. Now, because 1 is whole number, but 1.333 is not whole number. So we will multiply it by 2. First by 2. When we will multiply by 2, the moles of hydrogen, it doesn't appear whole number. It will become 2.66 and we have to find the whole number. So we will not multiply it by 2, we will multiply it by 3. We get 3 is to 3.999 is to 3. And since 3.999 is approximately equal to 4, so we have calculated the whole numbers. 3 is to 4 is to 3. This is the ratios. So empirical formula is C3H4O3. Now, empirical formula weight is 3 is the number of carbon atom into 12 is the atomic weight of carbon plus 4 is the number of hydrogen atom into 1 is the atomic weight of hydrogen plus 3 is the number of oxygen atom into 16 is the atomic weight of oxygen. So empirical formula weight is calculated to be 88 gram per mole. Molecular weight of unknown compound we will calculate as I have discussed earlier. 500 grams of unknown compound divided by the moles already given in the example 2.840 moles. After dividing, answer appear 176.056 gram per mole, which is the molecular weight of unknown compound. Now we will calculate the value of N, that is molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight. 176.056 gram per mole divided by 88 gram per mole. Answer appears 2. So the value of N is 2. Now molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. We will put the value of N is 2, we will put empirical formula C3H4O3. By multiplying empirical formula with 2, we get C6H8O6. So we have calculated the molecular formula and molecular weight. So the compound is ascorbic acid containing 6 carbon, 8 hydrogen and 6 oxygen atoms. In this way we can analyze the unknown compound. Friends, if you have any question, you can ask me on comments. I can help you. Thanks.